Alright, guys, I came here for two damn things. The chew bubble gum and the lightning round. And I'm all out of bubble gum, so lightning round. Bitch, stop me.
Oh shit, John. Yes, sir. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. I'm glad you collect these little nuggets, these little moments of truth, these little fucking things that could just get us started off on the right foot. John, how the hell are you, my friend?
I'm fantastic, man. How
Folks,
about
we are
yourself?
the two.
How are you?
I am great. I am great because it is another Thursday night. We are the two-sided pod. I gotta change your picture and not make you down here because I look at you and it looks like I'm like have some eye disease because I keep on like looking in the weird corner. So let me just do that. All right, better. Way better. Okay, yeah. Okay, so John, we are the two-sided pod. It's so good because it is Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and Arizona. See? I'm always thinking about our friends.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it is another time for two-sided. So if you're listening on the stereo streets, you can hit that link above and see us live on YouTube. If you're coming in live on YouTube, you're strolling around and seeing these amazing-looking people. Our little thumbnails look awful, bro. Who's ever going to click on that? That gets awful. You just fix that. Welcome to the party.
I thought of having custom thumbnails so it's the same one every time, but it's a live experience, you know?
Right? You know what? That's what people pay to go to Coachella for, to sleep in the dirt.
That's right.
That gritty, horrible realism that we all know and love and have become so accustomed to.
So, yeah, I'm taking a human sexuality class, and I just read that in Japan, in ancient Japan, they would basically surgically implant bells or balls just under the skin, just below the head of the penis, to increase a little girthage there, right? Because, you know, hot dog in a hallway ain't doing nobody no good. Ah!
I don't know it was an ancient Japanese technique, but I personally got that procedure and put the bells in there because it's just festive all year round. It's just the only drawback is you can't sneak up on anyone anymore. At least not without a jockstrap. And who has one of those these days? Am I right, John?
Well, Pete, if your thumbnails look awful, just get out, clean your fingernails, my friend. You got to clean your fingernails.
This is true. This is very true. Let's wait. I can move this around. No. All right, wait, that works. Close
I
enough.
wouldn't say I was your first, Pete, because Dave was here first.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, we don't speak of Dave anymore. Well, we didn't speak of you recently either because it was a very, very touch and go. We felt like we had done something to offend the whole country. Was it all the jokes, mate? Was it fucking? Was it the knife? That's not a knife. That's a knife. Was it shit like that? And then you all of a sudden disappeared. Everyone who fucking has a great accent leaves the fucking party. Okay, great Australian accent. I digress.
And there was another, ancient development, the Benoit balls, which I'm sure we've all heard of. Well, I tried just a little twist on that. I just, insert a bunch of grapes in the penis and then get to making fruit salad. I mean, in the vag. Grapes in the vag.
there would be a joke here, something about grapes. If you forget a couple are there, you're gonna make some wine. No, no, I don't know. I give up.
We got Julie on the YouTubes saying hot with a fire after it. Spicy. And that makes me think we should get on into the show. You want to do a shot?
Let's do a shot. I poured one. If you made me pour a shot for no reason, John, I would be very upset.
Oh, cheers to you. Let's do this.
Cheers to you, my brother. Bink.
You're gonna hit that.
One thing, man, one thing I do love about Dave, no, there's a lot of things I do love about Dave. And another thing I love about Dave, and another thing, but I love that Dave has a through line, John. I love that he won't. And another thing with Dave, God damn it, it's not a clever name. Holy shit.
It's practical.
It's his Christian name. I believe it was millions of peaches, peaches for me, millions of peaches, peaches for free. Same thing. It's in the context.
That's right. And howdy. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And here comes the star of the show from Southern California, weighing in at just the right amount because he doesn't own a scale. I'd probably say 2 something. Anyway, he looks good for his height. My boy Pete.
And you're listening to Two-Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the serious and the fun.
Yes, John, the right and the wrong, the me and the you, the yes and the no, the push and the pull, the ebb and the flow, John. Did I say Fast and the Furious 1 versus Fast and the Furious 5? The good and the bad. Both are ugly.
The Calvin and the Hobbes.
There you go.
Wait, that was those Fast and Furious guys, right?
Yeah, Schliesel and Schlemazel. Yeah, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. That's right. They're going to do it. Look out, Paul Walker. Going too fast in a Porsche. Yeah, now.
Laverne. My boy Pete, before we jump into other things, how are you feeling? And this check-in, I'd like you to do it in a children's story. Tell us how you're feeling in a children's story.
John, everything I do is childlike. It reminds me of a tale I once knew. I once knew it well. There once was a young man who had dreams and goals and ambitions. He learned later that those were all just delusions of grandeur. Just full-on ridiculous thoughts. But the fun thing is that when you live in the fantasy world, everything is possible. So therefore, I'd like to start the story. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a young man. He went to work, and it started off very, very poorly. The coffee machine was out, and it didn't make hot chocolate anymore. Boo. And then there was a stench in the office that they couldn't figure out. It made this young man very upset. So he went home. But when that young man went home, he had great news. Not only was the stench found, It was corrected and it will never happen again. And the day got better. And the light came up in the little boy's eyes. And he said, young man, there's no need to be down. He said, young man, wipe that something brown. He said, you can stop crying now. You don't get to be a bitch about things. Young man, get your shit together. Yeah, young man, have a shot and move on. I said, don't cry, because that's a third thing to do. You can't cry in the shower. No one knows that. Bum, bum, but you. Bum, bum, bum. It's fun to stay denialing. It's fun to stay denialing. When there's a big old problem that you don't want to face, you can stop and put on a different face. Denialing. I'm super happy now. Denialing. Come on, everybody. And that little boy became the lead singer of a band and got to dress like a cowboy with the rest of his friends. So you too can have an amazing life ahead of your child. But child, I'm not good with kids. So John, how was my day? How was my day? It was manic. It was full of music, and it was leading to nowhere fast. But I'm glad to be here, buddy. Glad to be here.
Just like any child's story. Manic,
Yeah.
leading to nowhere, fast.
Yeah. Fuck you, Moon. Fuck you, cow.
Good night, and good luck.
Kiss my ass, Moon. It's a new version. It's realism for kids.
All right. We got some talkative chaps, so we're going to get these 3 messages real quick.
And another thing about grapes in the vagina, you know, I think most fruit would taste better with a little vaginal marinade, right? You know, you just let them in the old vagina for a minute, and they're gonna taste 9 times out.
Whoa, we are a classy show, sir. We are gentlemen and squires. Our houses are full of walnut and smell of rich Corinthian leather, as you can see from the backgrounds. These are green screens. Anyway, no, too much, too far, no. One fruit, maybe one.
Another thing, speaking of Fast and Furious, that reminds me of hot dog in a hallway. The only way to get off when you're the hot dog in the hallway is to be going fast and furious. Oh God.
That's what it's about. It's about family, you know? That's what I learned from the Fast and Furious, and another thing from Dave. It's all about family and hot dogs. Hot dogs always families.
Well, I mean, unlike the Queen of England, Paul Walker got to 100.
They both ended it. They both stopped as abruptly.
So that's going to lead us directly into our first lightning round.
Lightning round! Stopping it down! Come on, Joan! Yeah!
What up, lightning round guy?
Hey, John, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going slowly but surely.
Yeah, sounds like it's going good. What's wrong, my boy Pete?
What's wrong, buddy?
I just can't with him today, John. I just fucking can't. Man, he's been saying that for 2 days. John.
Yeah.
I think I should probably answer some questions. Okay, you know what? You get back in your cave. All right.
Wow, you gotta go. You gotta go, buddy.
We're having. I'll see you later, John. Yeah, bye. Okay. We've had some issues.
Brazen.
Aggressive, presumptuous.
Yeah. Wow.
Who said anything? You, sir. Ah! Well, no one said anything. Don't talk. All right, Jesus.
Well, anybody who's anybody knows that our first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
Yes, I'm ready.
When did hot sauce begin for you?
Oh, at an early age, I would say the time I remember it, my first hot sauce, my first like hot saucy thing was Tabasco. And that was because that was what was readily available in all restaurants. You would go to the country club with my grandpa, or we'd go if they're, wherever. And it was always Tabasco, right?
Oh, yeah.
One thing you put in. So I started, that's good, man. It's vinegary. It's like, all right. And then I started early, but I remember my mom saying, well, you probably use so much hot sauce because you killed your taste buds smoking.
So this is like 13, 14?
I was 9, John. See that? That looks like a. Okay, you get that for spilling paint in the garage in my house. Smoke them out, my boy Pete.
Who did all the smoking that was killing your taste buds?
Exactly. It's a double-edged sword. Now you drive me to this. Just when I thought I was free, you pulled me back in.
That's awesome. You said country club. So was it those little Tabascos that they gave with the oysters? That's where you got it from? Oh.
Well, yes. Yeah, but we couldn't eat oysters because they were shellfish. And I couldn't eat shellfish until I was in college because that was bad. Shellfish were bad. Yeah. Christian upbringing, John. That's a whole other story, baby.
No lobster for you. So next question. How did you
No lobster, no crab, no pork.
No horse? No cloved animal?
No cloven hoofed animal. I could not have goat. I couldn't eat oxtail. All the good shit.
So how did you realize that your relationship with spice is not of the norm? It's not the normal relationship.
One day, it was in a crazy ass out. No, actually, no. It wasn't hot sauce. It was spice in general. I remember I ate 3 of those, the dried peppers that you get in like a kung pao chicken. And I just my cousin was like, hey, I'd be really impressed if you ate 4 of those. I'm like, all right. I did. It was hot as shit. And I nearly lost my mind, but I was like, that bad? It made I was trying to feed it. It was like, oh, okay, just put a little chicken. Okay, give me a little rice. Give me it made everything else taste better. And I realized it's not bad. It just makes me want to die on the inside. So there's a level of where you go, but it's the flavor is great. Yeah. So good. So I was at that point. So then the next day when I'm using Tabasco at the club, I was like, what are you doing? It's good. It's good. Also, it hadn't come out the back end yet, so I hadn't paid the price, so I didn't understand.
So you just kept on adding on.
Just do it, man.
Before the afterburn, as they say.
It's like a pressure cooker. You're gonna put that pressure. He's like, look it, heat that fire up. Let's do it again. Come on.
Yeah. For me, it was the jalapenos with the onion and carrots that you get at Filiberto's. You just take what you want, put it in a bag, and just eating those whole. And everyone's like, "Ooh, that's hot." I'm like, "No, it's actually not," because they're nothing like those dried ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the things I just got I'm just throwing some shit in, and I threw these in. Toriados.
Oh yeah.
Are they? Is it fucking? Wait, I gotta put it so it's fucking.
No, it's not. You're not blurred out, man. You're good to go.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fire roasted sliced peppers. So it's like jalapenos, but they're fire roasted. So they're black and they're salty, but it's that pickled shit. Like, oof, god damn, bro. Ooh. Welcome to Southern California. That's one of my favorite things about living here. Is the random crazy shit you can get canned, be it from Asian or like Hispanic, like it's just like the peppers, the Greek, like it's just amazing. It's amazing.
Next question. What is the extreme spice that you've experienced, or have, or will venture into? So what's the extreme spice? Where's your limit? Is what I'm saying.
See, my limit is I feel like I'll do it. I know where my limit is, but I'll always push it. I'll always because I'll forget. John, that's the problem with me. I'll forget about everything. Like bad shit, like bad relationships. Like it wasn't so bad. Like, yeah, no, it was. She stabbed you. Yeah, but really? But not badly, because I mean I'm here, right? Oh yeah, she did stab me, but we had a great time. No, bro. No. And this with peppers. It's the same thing with hot sauce. It's like when I went to Justin's, I took all the fucking we did ours, out here, and it was hot. That was good. It was hot. I took the same ones out there. I couldn't like the last one. I was like, something happened, and I'm like, I'm on fire. Like it is actively uncomfortable. Like I feel like I might start swelling on my lips. Like it was on my lips. It's like but I know these aren't bullshit hot sauces. Like I'd go higher than that. My limit? Oh, but I haven't bought I don't own my limit. I do not own a hot sauce that's my limit.
Yeah.
And that one stopped me, like, man, you're just a bitch. Stop being a bitch. Okie dokie.
So you're like people with labor pains. They forget the bad stuff, and so they actually want to get pregnant again.
Right, but there's also the fucking that gets you there because that's fun shit, bro. You tried it lately? It's good.
So wait, they've been lying to me. They actually remember the labor pains. They're like, it's all right. It's a small penance to pay.
Right. Welcome to drug addiction. Whatever. I know what's going to happen to me, but I love getting there so much.
Final question. What is your favorite hot pepper?
Hot pepper. Hey, look at you. You're a very hot pepper. I would say my favorite, like truly my favorite, like what I enjoy eating the most is jalapenos.
Yeah.
Like, because the other ones, like, yeah, I'll have a habanero, but it's like, it's not, I don't like to eat them. I'll slice them and use them in things. But
Right.
to like have a pepper, but to eat like a bell pepper or eat like bell pepper, I'll do that, but a jalapeno, yeah, all day.
Actually, I used to think I liked bell peppers, and I've eaten them recently. I'm like, it's kind of like just wax. I would do a jalapeno over a bell pepper any day.
That's because you live in New York and all your food is fake.
It must be, man. It's just like,
Yeah, no, it's all wax because fucking yellow ones, them's my shits. Yellow bell peppers.
Yeah, it was
like
the green
apples.
that I'm not really. The green, I was like, there's something off about this.
No. Yeah, but the jalapenos, that's my favorite pepper. Yeah.
Do you want to throw some favorite? And actually, I agree with you 100%. I grew up with a jalapeno coming from Arizona. I always say the jalapeno was like my pacifier. It was, it was calm me down.
Right.
But you want to throw some favorite hot sauces out there before we get into it?
Ooh, yeah. I will say my go-tos. Okay. fucking John, I can do this. I can run the spectrum. So if you are on a budget and you need hot sauce in a minute, get Crystal hot sauce. It's good. It's great. It's vinegar based. It's like a Tabasco, but with less spice, more Tabasco forward. So good. Super cheap. You can buy it by the gallon. And I have. If you're going to go up market and like, oh, I'm going to get something that's like a day-to-day, we call them the day-to-day drinkers. I'd get a Howler Monkey. Unbelievable. It's a little more bold. It's a vinegar forward, but it has the same basic flavors. But oh my God, so good. I can't get enough of it. It's only like $10 a bottle. You can get them on sale for $9. If you buy enough, you get free shipping. Check. Hit the alert button. The details below.
And this is not a commercial, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this is not. Howler Monkey. I promise you, it changed my life. I love the dill pickle. The dill pickle.
I can check it.
Yeah, they're all behind the firewall. I like dill pickle.
Generosity Ghost Verde dill pickle.
Yeah, Ghost Verde dill pickle. That's a good one. Yeah, those are my like, kind of my go-tos right now.
Yeah,
those are my favorites right now, and I feel like those won't ever stop being good.
And the
Classic.
Crystal,
they're like blue jeans and fisting. You know.
You mean 50s, right? Blue jeans
and
50s?
What did I say?
So the Crystal's fantastic. I know that in some areas it's hard to get. The one that you usually get as an alternate is Louisiana.
Yes.
I do like the Crystal more than Louisiana, but I feel they're very much on par with each other.
Very close. Very close. Yeah. Louisiana is, and like a lot of times Louisiana is a little cheaper. And if you can get them in bigger bulk sizes. So if you ever see it, don't second guess yourself. Just do what your Lord and Savior, Two-Sided Pod, my boy has told you. Pick up a case. Just goddamn buy a pallet. If you have the means, I highly recommend you pick one up.
Give it to your friends. Give it to your family. It makes a great Christmas gift.
Oh my God! You can hang them on the trees. You can put them over the doorsteps like they're.
It's like the Valentina to Tapatio. You know, usually the one's more available,
right?
But sometimes the other one's a little cheaper, and sometimes a little more available. So, yeah.
And Tapatio is good. I like the Tapatio, but I don't like the fucking what's the Cholula? I don't like Cholula. Not a fan of Cholula.
Yeah, I think their recipe changed when they went mainstream because they have so many different flavors and all of them just seem to kind of degrade.
Right. They stopped adding the souls of orphans. Once you go public, you can't actually get shit on the black market to make it taste good. Like no more secret MSG in the back, no more souls of an orphan.
It thought it was better than Tapatio and Valentina. No. Fantastic. We got messages, and then we're going to our first segment.
We got a golden message. We got all sorts of messages. John, would you like to play it?
Yes, my dear boy Pete. I also began my hot saucing with that lightest of hot sauces known as Tabasco.
Yes.
I ended up developing a true love of the stuff.
As do I.
Sauces in general. And when I did an exchange student program in Mexico, the Mexican family I was staying with asked me as I was applying hot sauce liberally to my meal, "Do you know what that is?" And I responded back, Yeah, baby, it's hot sauce. Yeah, baby, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it, dude. So here, I'll pop these. You have to go back and forth, back and forth. Oh, we got Delicious in the house. We're gonna get.
Hey, John, look at me. Look at me. Look at the eyes.
Those Stevie Wonder. I don't know where your camera is, but look at the camera. John? Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Delicious will derail us more than I can derail you. And I appreciate her craftsmanship. I appreciate what she brings to the table. And I'm so glad she comes in on Tuesdays, Thursdays. This is my girl. This is your girl. Anyone who's listening, fucking throw her a follow because she is legit. Delicious. What you got, girl? I'm so glad you're here. Hey, click on this button above our heads before I play your message. Hey, I'm talking to you. Click on the button above our heads, go on YouTube and look at our faces. Like, oh, no, I should not have done that. But do it and play your message.
My two favorite people on a pod.
That's my girl.
It is officially almost Friday. How is everyone in the mood?
That's my girl. So good.
I heard something interesting today I'd like to share with you.
What'd you get?
I heard that we're going to be increasing the deficit. That's right, you heard me. Increasing the deficit.
Love it.
Not to help people.
No, fuck them people.
Why would we do that?
We don't like them.
Help Ukraine. How's everyone doing? It's almost Friday.
Girl, I adore you so much. Somebody, I feel like she's commuting. She's on her way home from work. Girl had a long day, has like fucking 8 more hours in front of her. Once she gets home, like I can have a cocktail, take the goddamn shoes off. I see like you, I'm with, my commute is not this late, but my commute is very short. But I feel the exact same thing. Like when I call John, I leave him messages and I'm in the car. Girl, you know what? Right? I believe in deficits. I'm going to address this. Deficits. Ukrainian deficits. Yes. You know what? Man? Hey, girl, I got you. Because here's my thought, right? If I were a multimillionaire and this is my money at stake, I'd be up in goddamn arms. Someone's gonna take my fucking money. I dare you to take more from me. I dare you. You cannot get blood from a stone. So at this point, like, let's fucking help everybody. I will stop the life raft. I'm Rose pulling all the jacks up onto the door. At this point, if it comes financially for countries that are being put upon, or the people who are being put upon, like I believe there should be galactic super friends coming to the rescue. Something where they really like in the shape of and form of Abrams tanks. I don't know. But she's going to say more about it. And like maybe if I can paint myself in a quarter here, John, I'll play the next one. Delicious. I still love you. Not still. I continue to. I have loved you since the moment I saw you.
You got the wrong hot sauce. If you ain't putting that shit on everything, you ain't got the right hot sauce.
Damn straight.
Pick it up sometime. You know what I mean?
Okay, Franks. Okay, she's franking it up. John, I have not purchased, I've had it, but I haven't purchased it because I was looking at Frank's because it's like wing sauce. I'm like, but that's not what I want in my wings. I do like it in other things. Fuck you if you don't put it in potato salad, cottage cheese. Oh yeah, I eat cottage cheese. So what? Because I went to see my grandfather in a rest home and I found cottage cheese was delicious. If you put hot sauce on it, don't judge me. 2% is delicious. Oh, it's delicious.
Y'all ain't got no hot sauce. Y'all got some hot sauce? Y'all ain't got no hot sauce?
I take now at this point, I have little them little shits you see the Taco Bell hot sauces or the Del Taco hot sauces. I found those at a couple restaurants for Tapatio and Tabasco.
No.
So every time I go there, I just like, oh, thanks. And I take fucking all of them. I just, hey, there you go. It's free, right? All right.
I'm going to need this for my one burrito. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't think you understand. I'm going to marinate it and I'm going to deep fry it. I'm also going to put it in the crock pot. I'm going to fill it with cheese, wrap it in a pizza, and then I'm going to need more hot sauce. So you don't understand how much I'm going to need. I promise you, I will buy a crate. I'll be back tomorrow for another burrito, another handful.
Oh man! So Frank's original is the thing that created created the buffalo, but they now have Frank's wing sauce. So you might be looking at that, but you don't get the wing sauce. No. Get the Frank's original.
Okay, yeah, no, that was what I think. That's what I was thinking of. I think that's what. Yeah, Frank's OG.
Ah man, I always have it. Always got it.
Okay, I don't have that on lock. I have Crystal and a couple of my others, but Crystal is my go-to. Like that's the one I'm putting on fucking everything. Like any meal, like I put that in my pocket. Like, oh, we're going to someone's house, I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
I used to think that was tacky. Now I think it's just fucking survival skills, bro. Also, what if you're out of the house? You can't get home to your go bag, and all you have is what's on you. So you have your Bowie knife, you have 2 guns in your boot, you have the 17 ounces of marijuana in your other boot, you have a flint shoved in your prison pocket, and then you need a bottle of hot sauce. Because if you don't get your go bag, baby, life's going to be shit. I'm not talking about trying to get that flint out.
It used to be 1 gun in each boot, but that 17 pounds just pushed the gun to the other side.
Here's the deal, John. I realized that when the apocalypse comes, that we're not going to be able to call our hookups ever again. So we get everything now and put it in one boot, and then the guns move to the other, and you walk like Yosemite Sam. Well,
I'd like to think of it as John Wayne. Anyway, we're going to talk about, as everyone's been noticing, we're going to talk about Sriracha hot sauce for a little bit.
Oh, bro. I'm going to pop your bubble in a hot minute because turns out I've been drinking and I'm knee-jerk reacting to things. Sriracha, there was a plant in Southern California.
Hey, we're going to talk about that. It's part of the whole thing. That's why it's in the serious segment. My boy Pete.
Pop in your bubbles, John. Let's do a shot and I'll shut the fuck up. How about that?
Yeah, we'll get to it real quick. Let's do that shot.
Hey, I like to keep you on your toes. I like how you're playing a good defense. You're fucking. To anyone who's not watching, John verbally boxed me out. Totally, like, get out of my fucking key. This is my key. No.
Oh, you have information? That's not your job, my boy Pete. That is not your job.
I'm trying to get called for 3 seconds in the key. He won't give me 1 in the key. Motherfucker. LeBron James me. Let's all drink to John's success, verbally extorting me. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Oh, no.
So a little history. It's a milder, to some people, a medium hot sauce. Red in color. Sriracha was first produced in the 1940s by a Thai woman named Tanom Chakapak. I checked the pronunciation. I hope I did it right. In the town of new word, Racha, S-I, new word, R-A-C-H-A, or as we know it in English, Sriracha, Thailand. We know the chili peppers used as sriracha peppers, though in Thailand they merely call them chili peppers. The Thai version is usually tangier and a little runnier in texture than the non-Thai versions. in
What
the
do you mean
United
by
States.
runnier? What do you mean by runnier?
Okay, so if you put sriracha on your hand,
Hot sauce.
kinda,
You're talking hot sauce. You're
no,
not talking
sriracha.
the pepper. You're not talking the pepper itself. I was like, how's a pepper
Oh,
running?
correct. So the sriracha that was first produced in the 1940s and the likes of it in Thailand, based off of the hot sauce, the hot sriracha hot sauce that's based off the pepper, is a little runnier in texture. Where we kind of know it like ketchup. It's a kind of a ketchup texture here in the States. Ketchup.
Catsup.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. It's time to wake all the cats up. Good morning. Good morning. Put it on your eggs too. Come on, John. They wouldn't make that song if it wasn't Catsup.
In the United States, sriracha is associated with the sauce produced by Hoi Fong Foods and is sometimes referred to as, what's its nicknames, my boy Pete?
Cock sauce.
And?
Rooster sauce.
That's 100% correct. Because of the rooster on its label.
Right. Hold on. Before another thing with Dave starts in about cock sauce, let me just clarify. It's the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo, not cock-a-hoodle-hoo. All right.
That's right. That's why my ancestors' original name was Pea Rooster. Anyway.
This motherfucker making name jokes. All right. Gotcha.
Other variations of sriracha have appeared in the U.S. market, including sriracha that is aged in whiskey barrels, though this is quite recently. The Hoi Fong Foods sriracha was first produced in the early 1980s for dishes served at American pho restaurants.
Pho? Was that a question? Pho?
Well, that's how you pronounce it. You pronounce it like a question. It's not pho, it's pho.
Oh, because you're Cantonese. Oh, Wayne Campbell, you speak Cantonese. Me, Hong Guy.
Right, so pho being the famous Vietnamese dish. Anyway, after the sriracha explosion of the past 10 years, many American chains...
Here's the deal, John. There's only two things you need to know about the Two-Sided Podcast. Number one, never get involved in a battle of wits when it comes to a food war in Asia. Also, Sicilians, pretty fucking awesome. See, John, I tried to do a thing and I couldn't, but you helped me and you moved on. Look at you. You're corralling the bulls. You're corralling, and the bulls got out and they're like, oh, we all got to get back in because he did really good there. Let's all get back in. Everybody, hey, fuck you guys, get back in the pen. John has something to say. You guys, let's focus. John, back to you, buddy. I got these bulls in check.
So, over the past 10 years, many American chains have begun using sriracha in their restaurants. Wendy's, Applebee's, P.F. Chang's, Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Subway, Taco Bell, White Castle, Gordon Biersch, I don't know that one, I'm not actually going to finish that one, Firehouse Subs, Noodles & Co., Starbucks, and Burger King are just a couple to name.
God, I don't care anything about any of them except for White Castle. Tell me more about this White Castle Sriracha partnership that I feel that could lead me to a new chapter in my life. When people plateau, John, they need to look for the next level. And what I see that being is White Castle and Sriracha. When I had the sliders with cheese and jalapenos, I lost my goddamn mind, John. But now you bring me a suitcase of Sriracha, White Castle sliders. Now we're going to parlay, my friend. We will parlay.
The amazing thing with them, as opposed to some of these places that have mixed it with mayonnaise, Wendy's is a big example. It just kind of messes it up to me. They have packets like you were talking about. Ketchup, mustard. What were you saying? Tabasco.
Yeah.
Tapatio,
Sriracha.
Yeah, right. Sriracha packets. Yeah. That's their main packet there. So the Sriracha pepper itself can be locally grown in most places, usually best in late spring, and its large, uniform, dark green fruit turns to red with smooth skin and a good shelf life. The pepper tops out at about 2,300 to 2,500 Scovilles. We'll talk more about the Scovilles, but that's just a rating unit for how hot each pepper and or each sauce is.
Oh,
Basically, any heat is, right?
right. And then when we talk about what the Scoville rating is, we'll talk about my boy Pete Scoville's. Ooh, shit. No, we're not going to do that. But seriously,
I smell a contest coming on.
I smell a sitcom.
So, the popular Southeast Asian style hot sauce company was founded by David Tran, a Vietnamese born immigrant, beginning in 1980 on Spring Street in Los Angeles' Chinatown, with their factory moving to Irwindale, California in 2011. You just take exit 36 off the I-10 and you can't miss it. Tours are now available and they're free. So the first thing you notice,
you're going to take the 101 up to 138. You take the 5 over the 10. You cross over onto Sepulveda. And then you take a left over on Spring Street. And that was where the original place was. But then you got to get back on the 444. You get over on the 5 and then get to Irwindale. Welcome to Srirachaville.
Sriracha, what are you doing here?
Hi, I'm spicing the place up. No, oh, what? Nope, can't do it.
Nope, let's just keep going. So, the first thing you notice when you approach the Hoi Fong Foods factory in Irwindale is not the smell of roasting chilies, but its sheer enormity of the building. The 650,000 square foot plant came under attack starting in 2013 and culminating in 2014 when the Irwindale City Council voted to declare the new factory a public nuisance, claiming the smell of chilies wafting out of the facility caused nearby residents to suffer breathing problems and bloody noses.
Right, but those people are bitches and their Scoville higher rating isn't up to where it needs to be.
So the action came after the city filed an odor-related lawsuit against the company last year, 2013. Once the council adopts a resolution, it made the public nuisance a full legal lawsuit, with the company having 90 days to contain the fumes. But the company owner, David Tran, has insisted the odor concerns are overblown, and indeed there are signs the controversy may be manufactured as Sriracha itself.
Bro, 100%. Number one, have you ever gone into a hospital or worked in one? It is the most aggressive, offensive thing you've ever smelled until you've been in it for an hour. And then it's like, what do you mean? Have you ever been in a mortuary? Have you ever been in a Sriracha factory? Have you ever been in my living room? All of these things are aggressive for the senses, but after an hour, you acclimate.
So the South Coast Air Quality Management District, which includes Irwindale, has never issued a citation to the company. And a spokesperson, Sam Atwood, says that many of the 70 odor complaints that started as of April of 2013 came from just a handful of households. The first person to file a formal complaint was a relative of the city official, according to court documents. So Atwood says inspectors from the district visited the factory and determined the company was not in violation of current air quality regulations, which for California is, I'm pretty sure, a pretty big deal, right?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish, right? But I have firsthand knowledge of, yeah. So when we talk air quality control, and I'm 100% with you. there's nothing that violates any standards, but what are your standards, right? And California has like, you can't have this much toxins and these kind of chemicals and this in the air. But if the things you're producing is not that, and it doesn't have that level, right? And it just smells like this, and it just, oh my God, I don't like that. I grew up in Lodi, California, within 2 miles of the General Mills factory. And so you would smell, and there wasn't any air quality issues. Granted, those were the 80s, but no, they're still going. They're still going, and you still do it. But you smell like, oh, they're making golden grounds today. Oh, they're like, that you could smell the cereal and know what they're
golden
making.
In the air.
Yeah. And mother approved. Like, nope, that's Kix. That's not that. But anyway, it was great. Like, but that's the same thing. It's like, yeah, you can live next to a pepper plant, and like, oh my God, I smell peppers, and it's like fucking aggressive. It's the same thing as living next to a dispensary. All I smell is weed all day. Is it breaking any laws? No. So it's not breaking the air pollution rule, but it's fucking up the neighborhood. Like, unless you like peppers or weed, don't come to this town.
Right. So in 2013, the original complaints came pretty rapidly. So it was the attempt to shut down production of the plant over the complaints of pungent smell of pepper and garlic fumes emanating from the factory. The Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Robert O'Brien rejected the city of Arundel's initial bid Thursday in 2013 to cease operations within 24 hours. He said, quote, "You're asking for a very radical order on a 24-hour notice."
Yeah. There I come. I sit on my bench every day. Judge Robert O'Brien. I don't look out at my courtroom and I see wee lads and lasses just waiting to make their cases before me. I see the future. And you come before me, you say a 24-hour case. I say, I have smelled nothing. I drive through Irwindale all the time. Not that of a rainbow, I might tell you, but I don't want to be taking other people's culture, but they'll not take our freedom. Anyway, John says they're the same. I say they're not. I say Robert O'Brien could be one of us. He could be a Scotsman. He married into it. There can't be one of those. But aye, Judge Robert O'Brien never lead you astray.
So what he did was call for a hearing 1 month later. That was October of 2013. He called for the hearing in November. And after the November...
And he went and took the month and sniffed around Irwindale his own self. Did a little own investigating. I'm Robert O'Brien. I'm here to sniff around your Irwindale residence. I hear there's been a bit of pepper around here. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. John, we're going to pitch this to Netflix. I'm Robert O'Brien. I'm a judge by day. I'm a pepper sniffer by night. I smell peppers. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. They take our freedom. And his partner, Colin Yard. That's my nickname. You can call me Red.
Played by David Tennant.
So good. He's both parts. It's going to be like
exactly.
a 30-year-old.
Yeah, he's
right?
Fantastic. He
He'll
did
be
do
the
Broad
fat cop
Street
too, who arrests him.
Yeah, he did Broad Street both from the BBC and in the US. He had an English accent for one, an American accent for the other, and he's Scottish. So I think he can basically do anything.
We're going to get David Tennant. We're going to get Eddie Izzard. We're going to get John Wayne. We're going to get John Castanedes.
Case of whiskey.
Lee
Go down to
Marvin
Irwindale.
Yeah, Irwindale. You know what? We got the bomb, okay? That's right. John Wayne's not dead. He's frozen. And when we find a cure for cancer, we're going to thaw out the Duke. And he's going to be pretty pissed off. You know why? You ever taken a cold shower? We'll take that and multiply it by 1,000,000 times. That's how pissed off the Duke's going to be. Anyway, John, you were saying.
So after that November hearing, 2013, the same judge ruled that the factory manufacturers had to partially shut down. Judge Robert H. O'Brien found in favor of the city of Irwindale, where saying they must stop operations that could be causing the odors and make changes to mitigate them. O'Brien's injunction, giving in response to the lawsuit, does not specify what type of actions are required or force the factory to shut down altogether, according to the Los Angeles Times.
Ah, that's the thing. Well, I tell you, you can't just keep on making orders. But I can't say that I know peppers even more. But I feel like you need to have an injunction, but I don't know how to do that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you 30 days to make some things stop smelling as bad as they do. After that, may Lord have mercy on your soul. I am Robert O'Brien. So shall it be said, so shall it be spoken. Robert O'Brien out.
The fight finally came to a halt.
That was Robert O'Brien dropping the mic, leaving the courtroom. Didn't know people got that if they didn't know the video was playing.
It's from the Irish lilt of the mic drop. It wasn't like a. It was like.
It's like, oh, y'all drink whiskey when I drop here. Look, you'll do it now.
So this fight came to a halt finally in mid-2014 when Irwindale City Council voted to drop the public nuisance declaration and lawsuit against Hoi Fong Foods, the makers of Sriracha. The dual moves, the injunction and the lawsuit, brought an effective end to the dispute that had Sriracha devotees worried about the future of sauce shortages and had suitors, including the state of Texas, offering Hoi Fong a friendlier home. Did you know that one?
I did. But did you know that after we passed it and said there's no injunction, now they have Sriracha fountains in the front, like spraying shit out. They have Sriracha shooters, like come in, like sign spinners and like shooting things at cars, like woo! But it's not full stream. It's a mist of hot sauce just into the air. It's an aerosol Sriracha. They don't fucking care now. Woo! We've been cleared. Thanks to Robert O'Brien. I'm here all day. You know I love you. Always have. You're not here, Scotty lad.
The closed session council vote was unanimous, with one councilman abstaining due to a conflict of interest. The San Gabriel Valley Tribune reported. Residents and business leaders praised the vote, and some called it overdue.
Well, as a councilman, Steve Perryman, who actually has irritable bowel syndrome, and I cannot smell, be around, look at, hear about pepper, Sriracha. Excuse me. I prepared for this and I have the ability to move forward. I would like to finish by saying I cannot vote on this because if I hear more about peppers, I cannot vote. Thank you. Good night. I will abstain. I will not be here. Oh!
Well, as you remember, the first official complaint came from a relative of the council member. So I'm pretty sure that's the one who abstained. Anyway, the woes didn't stop there. Last summer, 2021, Hoi Fong Foods Incorporated suspended production of the sauce, along with its chili garlic and sambal ulik sauces, because the chili pepper shortage.
Yeah, but at that point, like I feel like yeah, the chili pepper shortage because we all stopped working and everything stopped. But at the same time, John, maybe you're different than I am, but I just stopped living and I just pretty much like, well, this is where I die. And I just curled up on the floor and I waited for 2 years. There's a
So
small indentation on the floor, but I did not miss the chili garlic, John. But now that I'm back, woo! I missed the chili garlic. Where's it at? Are we back?
oh man, I said 2021. That's my own fault. I know it's 2022, and I probably just wrote that because of it just barely being the new year. So it was just this last year, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
In an April letter to customers, the company said it's experiencing a, quote, severe shortage of chili because of weather conditions where chili peppers are grown. Hoi Fong told Axios.
Is it a little too chilly, John? You grow chili peppers. Folks, we'll be here all night. We are the two-sided. We are here Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. We segue like sons of bitches. Welcome to the party. John, what were you saying?
I was saying it's a little more Venezuela.
Whoa.
Anyway. They told Axios that the peppers come from Mexico, which is currently in a drought. Quote, unfortunately, this is out of our control, and without this essential ingredient, we are unable to produce any of our products. The company wrote that in the letter.
P.S. Do you want any cocaine? Sorry. I feel like that would be really cool. P.P.S. Just kidding. P.P.P.S.S.S.S. But it's for cereals. Do you want cocaine? Cocaine! Cocaine!
We, continuing quote, we are still endeavoring to resolve this issue that has been caused by several spiraling events, including unexpected crop failure from the spring chili harvest. We hope for a fruitful fall season and thank our customers for their patience and continued support during this difficult time, Hoi Fong said.
Pepper out. If I was Hoi Fong, I would drop mics all the time. I just won the Irwindale City Council fucking local swap meet bullshit. Like, fuck your couch, Irwindale. Ooh. 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 I'm gonna drop more shit, John. Give me things that aren't breakable. Ooh. I gotta stop picking up the same things. What about these?
How about you pick up a shot, slug it back?
How about here's the deal, John. That'll calm me down. Here's the deal. You're 2 cents. I need you to pour a shot, put on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, watch the intro. It'll calm you down, okay, bro?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Speaking of too chilly to grow chili, I had a ghost pepper plant that lived for 3 years. And on super cold nights, I would just put a piece of plastic over it. And the thing did great. It would put out 2 crops every year. It's awesome.
So
right?
Ghost
That's the thing, bro. Okay, so I've had salsa gardens a lot of times, and I should get mine back. Pandemic, I was like, man, I don't need to go outside to garden things. Like, I have Postmates. That's what gardening is right now. Leave my shit on my door. Leave me alone. But the peppers, like I know for a fact there's one jalapeno and there's one habanero plant that are still like rooted. If I cleared everything out and watered them, I know they would come back. Those things are so resilient. It's like herpes.
And luggage. Keep those
every time. Try to lose them on a goddamn turnstile. I dare you.
Cheers, brother. Cheers,
oh,
everybody.
That's mine. Oh, that's mine. Bink, bink, bink.
Bink.
Are you still? Let me ask you this, John. We just did a shot, and we're good. We're getting deep into this whole episode. Are you continuing with this Sriracha thing? Or are we done?
No. Oh no, we're done. Yeah.
Oh, we're done. Okay, good. Because it was like, I'm now derailing myself. I'm like, I'm trying to get back into the Sriracha mode. Like, no, if I have more questions, great. Can you answer them? John, the webcam here, right, that we have, what do I need to do to have a portable webcam? It's wireless that I can hold the camera and just, but it's on my computer. They said a computer could do my job better than I can damn do. Man, them motherfuckers. Right. But I'm saying, if I can pick this up, like, I need to check the crock pot, but if I can pick it, hey, folks, if I can do this, but I can't, you know what I mean? Like, but if I can do that and like walk around with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
No, but is there a thing?
Yeah, it's called a new webcam. Do they
No,
have
that's what
Bluetooth
I'm asking.
webcams?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Lord, I hope not.
I don't I don't believe in nothing. John, here's the deal. I feel like we did really good on that. We should have a shot, celebrate our victory. Wait.
Didn't we just, hey, that's going to lead us into our next lightning round.
Lightning round! Super sorry, my boy Pete. I know we've been struggling a lot, but I'd just like to take this moment to say everything's really cool with me, and I think you're doing good in life, and I just want to support you.
All right. You know what? We're going to give you one more chance, but if I can keep it together. John, what do you think, man? I mean, we're going to have to send him to live with you here in a little bit. That's all I'm letting you know. If this keeps up.
I believe in second chances, but I'm going to be busy for the next 2 years. So, like, you know, I'm not really a stable place for anyone to live. Sorry, lightning round guy. Maybe next time, bro.
All right. For 2 years, I'll hit you up. All right, my boy Pete. I will be cool for 2 years, but I'm going to function up there, and I'm going to live a job.
All right. Be cool for 2 years, and then we'll...
Cool.
All right, John. He's going to... 2 more years, and I got to figure out what to do with him. Because I feel like at this point, I actively cannot get rid of him. That's one of the stupid fuck you through lines that I can't get rid of, even though it doesn't work in any way, shape, or form. But it's just like, God damn, this is what.
What do you guys say?
Nothing, man.
Nothing.
I'm cool.
Put your headphones on.
I'm just saying, it's literally not good.
Hear you.
I know we all hear you too.
Yeah. Push the button. Noise cancellation, buddy.
Push the button, Max.
Well, this segment of Lightning Round is one of your favorites and mine. Yes, of course, it's the safe comedian.
Oh, John. If I was a chili pepper, I'd be a little colder. Huh? Let's do it.
This is where I give my boy Pete a general topic for a round of comedy, but a place that the comedian needs to be a little safe. So let's just jump right into it. My boy Pete. Save my boy Pete. You're going to talk about all that TikTok hype to senior citizens home.
Well, first off, I'm not sure what the TikTok is, but I do know about senior citizens. Am I right? They're old, but we got to respect them. Anyway, I saw a video of my grandpa. Classic. Want to be like him someday. Am I right? All right. So what are you eating? Mashed potatoes? Oh, if they're not mashed, they better be, because our friends who don't have teeth can't eat the same things. All right. Also, did I mention I don't know what you guys are talking about with the TikTok things? Anyway, respect your elders. Next up is Little Miss Baltimore singing I Have a Dream. Thanks, everybody. Woo.
And your microphone had that beautiful Irish bro.
You can't trust the mics these days, right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
All right, next up, save my boy Pete. It's all that round Earth theory hype in Sydney, Australia.
Hold up. Hold up. Here's the deal. Like, before we get into this, I need to clarify some things, because in other things, when we do the editorial dick, like, these are things. Are you just putting words together in things you want to hear about in a random thing? Like, make this funny and this and this and this and this. Is that what you're doing? Because what the... because that would put a lot more light into what just happened for me. Because is there a fucking elder home TikTok thing going on? Is there? I don't know. I don't do the TikToks. I go on Instagrams because that's where my purview is. If you don't follow us now, you should later, because we are the two-sided every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. If you're not watching now, you can later. Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Fans Only, Patreon. Also follow Julie Prunes, and she will tell you all the places we are, because I promise you, she's a better publicist than we will ever be. You need a second job. I know you're doing really good your first one, but I promise you, this will be more fulfilling. Shit. That was a really rough job offer. Anyway, we're going to talk numbers after. Oh, looks like I'm going to slide right back. Whoa! John, here's the deal. What was the question? For the safe comic? Because I was unsure. I became unsure what the safe comic was supposed to say, because I heard the multiple entendre comic come into the party. John.
Oh, it's just all about that round Earth theory hype to a crowd in Sydney, Australia.
Right, here's the deal. Like your next performer who's coming to the stage, right? You might want to give him a hand. You might not. I don't know. He don't believe what we believe in. He believes in equality, number one. Fucking nothing but fucking liquor, but no medium strength beers. Back off. Right? That's how you get pissed. And watch out what his earth theory is. Look at him now. Fuck off. It's the stage, my boy Pete. Safe comedian. Woo! I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. John, I know I'm in Sydney. I definitely know I'm in Sydney. So what, John?
All that round Earth theory hype.
All that round Earth. Folks, I'm so glad to be down under. And when I say down under, I mean under the flat Earth that we know we live in. Am I right? Can I get an oi? All right, well, we don't have mics in the crowd, so we can't actually hear what you're saying. I love your feedback. It's really good. But here's the deal. There's so many of these stupid Americans. I know. I flew over, right? But across the pond, too, the people who put you in prison. Not me. I'm just drungo, right? Anyway, round.
Not them. That he came over here, he fall right off. Sorry. I'm unsure, John. I'm actively unsure. You never answer the question. You're putting things together that you like things. And I realize this is more and more to the point. I really realize this.
All right. We have my boy Pete leaving the stage. All right. This is going to be hard because you got 2 more to go, bro. You used to be good at this.
I see you. No, but I see you. But I see you now. But I see what you're doing. The thing is, I used to think it was a thing. I thought it was like, oh, John is picking more headlines of like, here's an aggressive thing, and talk about this, make it funny, where it's so polarizing, but make it funny. And now you are like, here's a thing, give me a verb. You're doing Mad Libs. I'd like a noun, an adjective, and an accent. I'd like the old priest, the young priest, and the ginger. Jesus Christ, John. You see, I can pull the fucking improv off. I can't do it with these parameters. I am not a god, John. I just play one in the bedroom. Oh, 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 oh. Come unto me. Or
come before me.
Or wherever you need to. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry, go ahead. What's your next words that you're gonna fucking puzzle together? I need Mario Kart, hot peppers, and Soylent Green. Yeah. Okay. All right. And make it clean. Are you doing that to me, John? Okay. All right. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Well, this is about the truth of Texas barbecue hype to the Georgia Smokers Association Society.
Okay, I feel like now I'm understanding the problems. It's your communication of said information you tried to get across. It's you. It hurts my soul to say it. You being a writer. You had time to think about this, motherfucker. It's not off the cuff. If you were like, meh, and you're going to do better, I promise you, explain it to me than you did writing it down. It's going to be beautiful. And this, John, this is how you figure out, like, this is my thought movie. And like, it's awesome. And I have these things to say. It's like, hey. And then you do that, and they're like, they're all upset. Do it. What? But if you, lost in translation, your way out of it, right? Nailed it. You fucking get that down. Yeah? Giddy up. So let's go through this again, this small fucking exercise.
Totally.
No!
Out of here. Go.
What is the fucking exercise? John.
I can't pinpoint when you asked me to add an audience, because it used to be without an audience, and now you're complaining about the audience.
Now I'm complaining about I'm an audience. Like, if you want me to be a comedian to an audience, I have to have an audience. Who am I a comedian to? You? Am I a clown for you, John? Am I here to make you laugh? Get your fucking shine box, John.
So the Safe Comedian version 1 was just controversial topics that the person had to safely navigate to a general nondescript audience. At one point, you're like, but who am I talking to? I was like, oh, okay. And for 2 episodes, you actually did really well. And now you're like, I have too many parameters. I don't like it.
Here's the deal. No, I don't like your parameters. You're bringing too much to the table, and I don't like it.
And if people, here's the deal, we're going to have a whole judge and jury, and I need people to go back 4 episodes and watch through all of these and really get to the brass tacks of it. And if, God forbid, they're not on our Thursday shows that are on YouTube, I highly recommend joining our Patreon. Then you can see our good clips that will include all of our vitriol, all of our stone casting.
Our vitriol? Our vitriol?
Okay, yours, you are a master of passive aggression. I don't believe in passive lifestyles at all, any way, shape, or form. If you're going to be about it, fucking talk about it. I'm the opposite of the don't talk about it, be about it. Like, yeah, just fucking talk about it too. Like, you're doing it, then fucking talk about it. Fuck. I was like, well, here's the deal. I know you don't like it when I sip things, but
You can't even
what
do
were you
it.
saying?
You can't even do
I can't because I don't have ice. No, don't do it. You're going to prove to me that you can do it worse than I can. I don't have ice. This is what kind of house I live in. Rich Corinthian leather, smelling of walnut with no ice trays. That's
Geniuses for roommates.
right. Look at my ass, John. I'm getting up for fucking ice.
Julie, we're looking at you. All right, we've gone completely off the rails. Do you want to finish this segment, or do you want this to be the first segment ever that you don't finish?
Talking about no. Oh, I just wanted you to admit what your fucking shortcomings were, and you still haven't done that. Now you're going to put it back on me. I want you to know that's why you win relationships, but you have never fucked with a motherfucker like me, John, because I see your stupidity and I raise you. Nope, you do not get that. So yeah, I want to finish the clean segment. You put your word fucking vegetable soup into my face like podcasts, wallets, belts. Make it funny and clean. Like, yeah, cool, John. Let's have fun with this. Tell me more. I'm making more drinks as we do it. Like, I can't wait to hear what the next two are. I will not quit. There's no quit in my boy Pete. That is not in my vocabulary. Son, I thought you knew.
Well, I figured since you're going out to Georgia pretty soon, I would throw this one out there. The truth of Texas barbecue hype to the Georgia Smokers Association Society.
Tell me what that means. The truth of Texas barbecue hype to the Georgia Smokers Association. What does that mean? The truth of.
The truth of that barbecue. Texas barbecue is the best. The truth that Texas barbecue is the best.
There we go.
Georgia Smokers Association Society.
So we're telling Georgia that Texas is the best.
Yeah.
See, John, it took 20 minutes to get to this end point of you needing to verbalize and explain better. John, here's the deal. Now, I know you like fucking around, right? You know that. And I know you like smoking. Oh, I know that. But sometimes when it comes to meteor matters, there's only one star. There's only one star who shines so bright. Some may say lone. I say one. Might have sauce, might not. Could be a dry rub, but most likely 100% will have a sauce. Anyway, I understand you're proud of your meat. I do. But hey, who's not proud of their meat? Am I right? But you get in a lineup. Sometimes you got to have the realization that, not packing so much of the party, you know? Remember when we all took that family trip to Eastern Europe and we were in that video where it was like 100 on one something. I don't know. We wore masks and t-shirts but no pants, and you stood next to a bunch of dudes and like, I don't know, I waited for a long time, it was cold and we all left. I don't know what was happening, but it was like really cheap airfare, really fun. But you realize, like, yeah, I thought it was doing good, but maybe not so much. But when in Georgia, you do Georgia. When in Texas, you have good ribs. That's my time, folks.
There you go. There you go. We just got to talk it out, bro. We just got to talk it out. I think for this one, I'm going to add a sidebar anytime you need an explanation. And I use my pretty words because it's all precise. It's very concise, you know, fitting in one line.
My thing is, you're great. You're great. But sometimes, like, we missed the A, B, C, and D, and you gave us 2.
A whole lot of E. Yeah.
No, you gave us 2. Like,
and some E.
No. When we were talking alphabet, and John's like, Jello. Like, what? I don't understand. I'm good.
Since
I'm ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll do the last one, and this one I know you got. The truth of the Sriracha hot sauce hype to the people of Irwindale, California.
Here's the deal. The truth of the Sriracha hype. It was actually started as a front because there was an old man, Lo Pan, who was trying to find a green-eyed bride, hopefully a Chinese girl. He said, all right, David Lo Pan was his name. Right. No, sorry. I'm not doing a comedian thing. Sorry, I get excited. So I'm like, I want to do the Pork Chop Express. The
people in the audience are just looking at you like wide-eyed, mouth agape.
Right. I gotta remember what I'm doing. So I'm super
reverse. Forget, and go.
And what was our topic again? Go. Say it one more time. The truth about Sriracha to the people of Irwindale. Oh, folks, thank you so much for coming out to the local Rotary Club, Lions Club, Kiwanis conglomeration. I don't know what you guys call a threesome, but this is what I do. Okay, there's free signage in the back. I apologize for talking a little blue. Anyway, folks, I know we've had a hard year. Irwindale is a tough town. Am I right? Can I get an Irwindale?
You forgot the Elks Club.
I'm sorry. Can we all give a big Irwindale welcome to the 3 Elks who insisted on sitting on the stage? Say, hey, Elks. Hey, Elks. All right, fair enough. I like how I'm using the mic here, and I think that my voice is going different. Take the mic away. It's super good. Well, it's what you get when you work at community centers with cafeteria food. Anyway, folks, here's the deal. I know we've had a hard time in Irwindale. I know that. And I'm so glad that we're here to raise money and awareness and the truth about what has been going on in the diabolical town council. And I know I'm not going to point any fingers, but it turns out there's fingers to be pointed. I'm not going to, I know there's a little ooh and a hush fills the room. Stay with me, folks. I'm here to make fun. Can I see hands of who loves a spicy sriracha mayo? Right? Oh, okay. Johnson, I know your whole family owns the Jack in the Box. I know your bread and butter is a Sriracha. I know. All right. Carl, you guys are David or Gordon Biersch. I know that. Fanatics, but we don't have one here, but you're fanatics. I know. Dalvin Sonum, UBK. But all of these places love the Sriracha. I know you do too. So shouldn't we just admit what had happened? It was not the Sriracha. It was not the pepper. It was the lack of pepper. Can I get a what? Folks, here's the deal. When you have snakes in the board, you get snakes in the peppers. I don't know I know exactly how you're feeling. I feel very the same way because I am forgetting why I'm on stage. Turns out I took way too much. This was the worst dare I've ever done. But you know what? There's no quit me. I'm going to finish this Sriracha set. Folks, Irwindale, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all Irwindale residencies, we are the Sriracha Council, and we are here every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, wafting through your nostrils, 11 p.m. Eastern. You may call the city council, but they won't answer because one of them abstained, and I'm guessing it's the one who called. Cousin. Woo! That was a tough one. I lose my place all the time. I get very.
You won him over. You won him over.
I got him finally. Takes some
job,
village
buddy.
to raise this idiot.
This is the time where I have written, and I rarely talk about something promoting all of our stuff. You can do it much quicker and off the cuff if you'd like, or I could read what I have written.
What are you talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's more two-sided out there.
Folks, if you like what you're hearing, if you can't believe what you're understanding, if you don't know why we are here, folks, you can find more of this and answer all the questions that may be bothering you. And if you don't get those answers, you can ask us and we will tell you. Here's how to do it. Folks, we are on all of the places you love to eavesdrop. We are on the Spotify's, we're on the Apple Pods, we're on the Amazon Music. But we are also the Patreons. But if you don't want to just hear our beautiful melodic voices or see our beautiful faces on the YouTubes, which you are watching right now, which you may not be, which I feel like is very weird that I assumed that. But if you don't like it, tell me. I'll send you a picture that will be autographed of a still of this, which is very awkward. You can get our wit, our humor on the Twitters, on the Instagrams, on the most bathroom stalls in truck stops across the old 45, 99. 604, 20, anywhere I stop to take a pee, I write our address on. Folks, you get more of it there. That's where humor comes from. John, what else did I miss? Fill in the blanks on things. What is our, you can email us if you like the jokes, if you want to understand more. You can email us at twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. And I don't know why we only say TWO. Sided, like SID, because we can't spell. That's why.
That's
John,
right.
We have to get to the end, right?
Yeah, so twosidedpod@gmail.com, but also two-sided-pod, TWO sided-pod, all one word, is our handle for all of our social medias, the Insta, the Twitter, the Patreon, all the stuff my boy Pete's talking about. And I want to just give a quick shout out because we learned that a lot of people from a lot of different countries have been listening to us through the Spotify's, the Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, the Amazon Music, and others.
Yeah.
India.
Yeah.
The second most outside of the United States. Germany right after that. Slovakia. Hey. YOLO.
YOLO. Shout out to girl YOLO.
United Kingdom. Obviously, we know who that is. Whoop,
What?
whoop.
No. Oh yeah, that's my girl, Jim. Prince across the pond.
And Muse, right? We found that out recently. Fantastic.
Right? Fucking love Muse Lover. Oh my God. Is he here? Sorry, I know he's here, but I feel like his presence is always here. Sorry, go.
He's always here. France, that has as much of a representation as the UK. Japan, Kazakhstan, Argentina, Canada, Portugal, Mexico, Netherlands, Spain, Cameroon.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's it.
Deal.
That's all of it.
Here's the deal. And I just want everyone to know there will be a lot more countries, but John and I sat down at a meeting. We embargoed a lot of countries and said, I don't think you'd get it, and I don't like what you're bringing to the table. And so we are countryist. No, we're not. Maybe you prove us wrong and you tune in, and then we read your name out. And then, you know what? Shoot us an email. We read your town out. Then shoot us a topic, and we talk about the shit in your town, man. I'm letting you know. I have no warrants right now. I have a passport, and I will come to your place. I promise you, I will do a show. I'm traveling, so that's the next thing. I'm bringing it up again. We have a show on Tuesday and Thursday. I will be traveling on the next Thursday, or
in a couple.
So we got to figure out: you guys should we go earlier for live on stereo? Because it doesn't matter. We're going to do a show, and it will be on YouTube whenever it is. It will be on Spotify. It will be on whatever. But anyone who's watching live, like, what would be best for you guys if you want to tune in? Just tell us, because I can do it like 12 o'clock my time on Thursday up until I got to get to the airport and travel. So like 5 o'clock my time. And then it could be like, I'm getting to Atlanta at like midnight Atlanta time. So it'd be after, like, I can get there and like fucking set me up. I got to be in your office. Sorry, we can't. I don't know. Like, I can get on the phone and do it then in the car.
Yeah.
Like, I might not be able to use, like, I'll figure it out. But what works? I have to be on a flight from, it'll be either 5 o'clock. What would you say 5 o'clock? I can't do shit from 5 o'clock till midnight Atlanta time. 5 o'clock Pacific to midnight Atlanta time. So whenever you want to do it, but you were bad about it, I was bad about it. Like, we'll figure it out. But if you guys want to listen live, giddy up. This is your chance. Figure it out.
And for those who don't listen live, we shout this out all the time. Come to our stereo app, not ours, but the stereo app, and check us out, John L. Peacock and My Boy Pete. That's how you hear these shows live, and the YouTubes is how you listen live. But if you want to interact with us, you don't have to go there. We're talking to all those people. Send us an email. twosidedpod@gmail.com, TWO-sidedpod@gmail.com. Send us a message on one of our socials. Like, we love that you're listening. We thank you. We want to do a shot to you, and we got a lot of messages, and we're going to move on.
Yep. I feel like we got to own our fucking place in the world, John. Like, I can't lose fucking crazy motherfuckers. But I feel like they follow us on, I don't know. I know it's Spotify, but I feel like they find us it's not stereo. I feel like they find us on Instagram or Twitter.
And it's other podcast platforms that we are organically generating into that is not super popular. So I don't know the names and we don't shout them out, but those are the ones, and we thank you for listening. Yep. It's all from Anchor for us.
And and the people we're connecting with, all of our friends of our friends of our friends, Seabird, the Sleepy, MFA, like people who, the Foxes, like people who, Julie Prune, like all the people who know people, fucking Spawn Band, all of our, you look at the fucking Mr. V, you look at people who have things like, and I know I'm like, you don't say my fucking name on this goddamn room. It was like Delicious, fucking but these are my people, like fucking for sure Delicious. I don't know if you post our shit, girl. I'm gonna let you know. I know you talk about us at work. I'm gonna let you know I know you talk about us at work. You're welcome. I give you conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And this live community is a huge reason why we stick on the stereo street. So really, check us out.
Reason.
Check us out there if you can.
Yeah, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed unless you're not listening to us. And then anyway,
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Bink, bink, bink. Oh. There's a snake in my boot.
And to round it all out, we're going to talk about the evolution of hot sauces.
Perfect, you guys. This is where the fun stuff comes in because the last stuff was about hot sauces, but it was fun. But this will be fun. I don't know. If you like what you're hearing, if you don't believe what you're understanding, if you feel like you could have better subjects of what would be fun and serious, I highly recommend give those two juxtapositions. Ebony and ivory. Together we live in harmony. If you send that in, that's already taken. We're not going to do that one. But if you have like yin and yang, nope. Ebb and flow, nope. That's already mine. Anything I say before, no. But if you give
Laurel
John
and Hardy,
fun,
you know.
Yeah. Fish or cut bait. Shit or get out of the pot, John. Come on.
Marks are brothers. I don't know.
Yeah. Marco or Polo. I can't stand the cologne. I'm a CK1 man myself.
I'll just be talking about the fish out of water. There, we got 7 messages we got to plow through.
Let's pop them. You want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Yo, what's your podcast about? I've been searching the stereo streets and found no bourbon people to talk to tonight. But you guys look awesome and sound awesome.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
No, we are, just so you know, we are good people to talk to. We are good people to talk to, but our show's on Thursdays. This is a live podcast, so unfortunately, we wait for messages at the end of the segments, and we pop through and like comment of like from 20 minutes ago, and it's all. Oh, it's good. It's very good, but it doesn't lead itself to. But that's why we have to still do Tuesdays, because Tuesdays, man, we'll chop it up on anyone at any point. If you want to come in and join the panel on Tuesday, you can email us at twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO-sidedpod@gmail.com. If you don't want to chop it up with us and be on the panel, you can suggest a topic. You can send us an email that doesn't have to be a two-sided, a fun or a serious. It can be like, hey, tell me what your thoughts are about this. Like, I want to know. Inquiring minds, motherfucker. That's what we're here for. Don't be afraid.
The star that shines so bright is awesome sauce, baby. Oh, yeah.
Third awesome star from the left, straight on till morning. That's Awesome Sauce Radio right there, baby.
I'm just saying, if you don't play with your own freaking barbecue sauce, then yeah, I could see where you would say Texas is the best, but I feel like home is where the heart is, and if you make it with love, then home is in your own backyard. Texas, you suck.
I'm with you, but you see now your barbecue sauce in me. Like that is, there's very few things that I take. Movies, I will like, I'll get a backbone with. Video games, I kind of can. Barbecue, like meats, barbecue meat, smoked meat, dry rub, like all like the wet sauce. Like you're going Louisiana, or you're going like, oh, how are you going? This is are you vinegar bait? Like that is something I'll get aggressive with. But I'm not saying home is not the best. I'm not saying that. I'm not. But what style of home? And let's fucking parlay. Let's go ahead and fucking smoke some goddamn meat and figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, people call me the James Beard of the drunken barbecue community. And If you're lucky and I'm drunk enough, I'll give you one of my My Boy Pete James Beard barbecue awards. Yeah, and then John will change 3 of your Michelin tires.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Bo Pete, you sound like Seth Rogen.
Bro, see that I feel like people will eventually say, because I'll be more out there, I'll have more like clips because of like bomb threats. I mean, like, because this weed is the bomb, something threats. But people like Seth Rogen sounds like My Boy Pete, and that is what we're looking for, John. John, can I tell you a joke, John, before we play the next package? No, not going to do it.
Speaking of Jello, I'll be making some medicated Jello shots tomorrow. No, maybe 2 days from now. I think I need to let the freaking tincture set a little bit longer.
Yep, you do.
You know, it's
If
all
you did it
going
today.
down. It's happy time. Woo, woo.
Yeah, if you did it today, key today. I don't know what your processes are. Like, I need a tincture, but I was like all about the ghee. So like I know about my ghee and my process. Like, yeah, if you did it today, like yeah, you gotta slow down for a few.
I would like to see Pete go through the streets of Atlanta with a trench coat and be like flashing people, but not flashing people. Like underneath the trench coat, you have a map of the world, and you're like, where do you think we get the most viewers? Where do you think we get?
Bro, I am 100%. I feel like I need to have a trench coat with something underneath that I like have people. I know I do. Like that is like kind of Eric Andre, but kind of not. So I'm not going to go that hard, that aggressive. But because at the same time, like, because I don't, my boy's not, well, sleepy. Like, but I'm not going to like put you on the spot. Like, hey man, here's the deal. I need you and your boys to back me up when I do stupid shit with the trench coat in Atlanta. I can't. That can't be my first favor. My first favor is sleep. He's like, man, I need you to smoke me out. I need you to give me a sack and tell me the good wings are. Those are the 3 things I need. And then, my brother, if I happen to put on a trench coat and I happen to expose myself in downtown Atlanta, I'm going to go ahead on a limb and say it's going to be Peachtree Lane because I know how Atlanta rolls with their peaches and their lanes and their streets. Where do you think we are the most popular? Show me on the angel where he touched you.
All you say is warmer. A little bit further south, warmer.
Oh my God, I'm the full globe. It's a full globe thing. So it's like I don't even open the trench coat. I have to throw it off. So when they put point somewhere, I have to rotate and then jump and bend over. Like, keep your hand where it is. I have ladders. Don't worry, I'll climb up and turn around.
No, Pete, I think you sound a lot more like Bill Cosby. Baka, 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 baka.
Well. Then the jello and the pudding, you take it. I'm going to make you drinks and you're going to go to sleep and I'm going to touch you in the naughty, naughty places.
Bro, that sounds totally tubular. Bird up.
Bird up, bro. Oh, bird up. Because my boy here, Spawn Man, is referencing John. Do you know? Letterkenny. If he's not, then he's fucking a hockey player. Hardcore, Ferda boys. Eve, some snipes, Ferda boys. Yeah. Tell me what, John?
So we're going to finish this episode with talking about the evolution of hot sauces.
Oh, this is the fun part. We're not even done with the show. It's like 17 hours long, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your tits. We're about to start the fun part. Boy, oh boy.
Chili peppers are believed to be among the earliest plants cultivated by humans. Their use goes back to the beginning of civilization. There's archaeological digs that show that they've been eaten as far back as 7,000 BC.
Once watched a man die in a field, Bobby. I watched it with my own eyes. Felt like it was 7,000 BC. That's what real life is about. Tell me about your peppers, Bobby.
So some millennia later, they were domesticated. They were found in the earliest hot sauces were invented.
Totally, 100%. John, I know we're off to a rough start, but hear me out because this is a good one, John. I feel like we've made our way in the city, John. We both have good jobs. We have a great place. I feel like we could get a domesticated pepper and keep it in our house. It doesn't eat much. We just walk it twice a day. I know it's a little spicy to think about right off the bat, but tell me what you think about domesticated peppers, John. I'm all ears.
Well, if we make it wet, we can make the first hot sauces.
Fuck your couch. Why are you going to make our fucking domesticated pepper wet? Here's the deal. I want a separation. You need to move out. Me and the pepper are going to live with my parents in Pennsylvania. Where peppers, no. We're going to go on Avery Island where peppers would know how to be treated. That's where Tabasco peppers are made. Anyone look that shit up? That's true.
That happens. I mean, you know so much about hot sauce. You are having so much fun here. You're not in the dark like usual.
You say hot sauce, I say, fuck you, John. What do you need to know? My dad says, it's time to talk about the birds and the bees. I said, Dad, tell me about the positions you need to learn about.
So
I gave him one of the packs of cigarettes he gave me for Christmas when I was 9. Dad, I know I'm 10, but hey, what do you need? You to borrow the swing? What do you need? All right, you're good.
I figure he was giving you the packs of cigarettes for the hot sauce. Wasn't it that?
Yeah, no, that too. But then I was trying to give him back to him, like, do you need this? What do you need?
Good son.
It's a give and a take, a push and a pull, an ebb and a flow, John. Here's the deal. Parenthood is one of the most difficult movies to feel funny about. But I feel like Steve Martin did a great job.
So the early hot sauces would have been consumed with where is it?
Disdain.
No, water,
anxiety.
Water and herbs. So it's the peppers plus water and herbs, and put onto early versions of the corn tortilla. So the Aztecs are, as far as we know, the ones who invented hot sauce.
Yeah, as Aztecs, they did the corn tortilla. You call it a tortilla? Well, would you like a blood sausage? I would like a blood sausage and a corn tortilla, John. Get your goddamn enunciation straight, buddy.
Well, we are the only language who doesn't call it maize. Anyway. Inhabitants of Mexico, Central America, and South America.
Won, John. We won. We can call it whatever we want.
Maize. Corn! Thank you very much. It's not a maize maze, it's a corn maze, because that's more phonetic.
USA. Thanks, folks, for coming over. And that is how we get all the fucking countries that were fucking wrecked by colonialism. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Julie.
Maize maze. Corn maze.
You're in for a penny, you're in for a farthing, you're in for a pound. I don't know. I don't know what your exchange rate is, but I feel like I could buy dinner. I feel like I could afford that.
I'm going to say it's sterling.
I'm going to say sterling. No, that's not. No, I say it's sterling. I say you have to No, see, too late. I say if you pick a pocket or two.
Boys,
I don't know what you're talking about.
so as I was saying, Mexico, Central America, South America had chili peppers more than 6,000 years ago, as records show. Within decades of contact with Spain and Portugal in the 16th century, the New World plant was carried across Europe and into Africa and Asia and altered through selective breeding. One of the first commercially available bottled hot sauces in America appeared in 1807 in Massachusetts. These were
Really?
called, these sauces were sold as cayenne sauce, just a generic name.
1807.
1807.
Were they because we didn't 1807 we didn't have refrigeration, so they had to be couldn't be so vinegar based. They were
Right.
fermented
So they could
vinegar
last
based.
longer. So they wouldn't have to be refrigerated after opening, as you see on a lot of hot sauces today.
Yeah, not my fucking Louisiana or Crystal.
That's right. Speaking of that, few of the early brands from the 1800s survived, but Tabasco sauce is the earliest recognizable brand in the United States hot sauce industry, appearing in 1868. So this is 59 years later. As of yep.
Tell me that you're going to talk about how Tabasco peppers were created and founded, or at least the Tabasco thing. Yeah,
a little bit I will.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Like I was like edging. I don't want to say I'm sounding. Whoa! Get that rod away from my. Nope. All right. Fair enough.
So because we talked about it earlier, and I do want to throw a good shout out to it, Frank's Red Hot has been known as a more selling, best-selling seasoning in the United States. So in 2010, Tabasco was 13th, where Frank's was 12th. And this was the creation of the buffalo wings in a little restaurant in Buffalo, New York in the 90s. And it just blew up. And that's why Frank's has so many other things. And you're right. The other, like, there's a Frank's Extra Hot, pretty good. I dig it. It's just a little pump up of its original. But the Frank's wing sauce, not my jam. It has a little too much butter, a little too much other stuff in it. Go with the original, and then you can augment and do your own recipe based off of it.
I had a problem because I didn't see Frank's as like to when I was first getting into hot sauce, I didn't want to pay money for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I looked at it as ketchup or mustard. Like, oh, I want to find the cheapest one. And like, oh, I can have $1.99, 99 cents. Like, oh, I can pay $3 to get a fucking giant one. Like, I don't have to ever buy mustard again. Right. I was looking at hot sauce like that. So I was looking at, all right, so that's how I found Tapatio, Crystal, Cholula, all those, like, okay, and you can get the big ones. Like, yeah, I don't like Cholula. I like Tapatio. I love Crystal. No, I do love Tapatio. But then it's like, Frank's was like, it was a name brand for me. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't get the cheap shit. Like, it wasn't, I'm going to spend $2 more on a smaller bottle. Like, what the? I don't know who you think I fucking am. I was born at night, but not last night, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
And I always get, I know what you're talking about. It's the plastic version, the jug with the handle. Those you can get in all the brands you were talking about. With Frank's, I haven't seen that, but I've seen the, the big two-hander.
But it's way more expensive. It's way
$5-6 out in here in the city.
It's crazy.
So
no,
it might be a supply and demand thing.
All my hot sauces have to have backpack straps because there's a weight belt. Like, you don't want to have a hernia when you lift your hot sauce. But I insist on having a fucking straw. Like, give me the backpack and a straw. I'll pay cash.
And it had some
$7. Don't mind if I do.
fantastic advertisement, as Delicious pointed out. I put the S on everything. You remember those commercials? It was an old lady.
That was hey, put the S on everything.
That was so good, bro. You know what? Fuck you, John. I just went shopping last night. I'm going to go again. I went to the store. It was not as aggressive as I thought it was going to be. If I go at the right time and I'm a little bit drunk, I feel like it's going to be good. I'm going to go back and buy a bunch of hot sauces in the store.
Grab some Frank's Original, baby.
That's literally what I'm going for. Thank you, Delicious. I'm going to go buy Frank's tomorrow. Or if I don't, I will have them Instacart to me because I'm a human who gets delivered.
And if you happen to see Woodstock brand out there, it's a new favorite brand of mine. It's out in New York, but I saw it in Arizona. My boy
Woodstock.
Ed. Yeah,
Really?
the scorpion
What
pepper.
Stores? What store?
Grocery stores. It's all out here. Only in grocery stores for me.
What is your grocery store? But what is the grocery store?
It's Food Bazaar for me. It was Fry's, which is also Kruger's.
Okay, Kruger's
out in California.
Fry's.
Yep.
Food Monster.
Bizarro.
Here we go, Bizarro. Nope, not even gonna go there. Yeah, you're good. All right, so Woodstock. All right, I'll put that on the list. I don't have Kroger's around here. I don't have Woodstock. I don't have that's hot sauce. I don't have Food Bazaar. I don't have Fry's. See, I eat fries. Look at my figure. Look at this side. Like this side moves. What about this side move? I'm gonna drop Octag's picture. Like, am I gonna send weird Dropbox pictures to things? Because I might.
But they gotta pay. That's behind the paywall.
No, it's actively not.
Shut up! We're trying to make it buck here.
No, but seriously, like, fucking pay $17. Like,
we're not sluts. We're whores. It's a complete difference. Anyway, so Edward McIlhenny. Bunk. Okay, so it's McIlhenny. Edward McIlhenny.
Oh, Edward McIlhenny.
There you go.
Here's the deal, boy. What I learned early on when I was eating hot peppers with my boys, I learned that McIlhenny's had to have more peppers than they had poppers. So this is where John comes in and tells the rest of the story.
Would get seeds from white pepper and start growing these in Louisiana on his Avery Island plantation. Over the following years, McIlhenny Tabasco sauce would become a cultural phenomenon.
McIlhenny. But you didn't even know the rest of it. So is that your
No, I'm not done. I got a lot, but I just don't. I've only seen his name. I haven't heard his name.
But
isn't McIlhenny?
John.
Because
John,
John,
yeah. Shut the fuck up. Let me ask you one question. Do you have anything about the Civil War?
Yes.
Okay, then McIlhenny.
It's not McIlhenny?
McIlhenny. John, here's the deal. I didn't even stop him for that. Just trying to stop him for a thing. He had white seeds of a thing on his Avery Island.
So because of the Civil War.
Right, because of the Civil War. And cheese.
Macintosh.
I like apple.
I like computer.
Jello makes me jelly.
Anyway, he could not return to the island for several years, and because of that, when he came back, it was rampant. He didn't know what to do with his peppers.
So let's take you're great on that. So let's take a pin in it. So he had made pepper gardens As you said, because peppers are so, as another thing with Dave, they're so resilient. They'll continue to propagate. You can leave them. You can fucking kill them. I have 2 of mine that I know for a fact will come back.
Right.
This motherfucker put white pepper seeds all over his island. This motherfucker owned an island, lived on an island. Civil War came. They said, hey, you can't be here. He's like, okie dokie, artichoke, I'm out.
Right.
Left, went up north, survived the Civil War. Everything's done. It's like, okie dokie, artichoke, came back. Like, what the fuck are these peppers doing here? I got to do something with these peppers. And then he realized, what can I do? And he started different processes. He started different experiments with said peppers. He was like, should I put them in my butt? Should I put them on here? Should I put them in my eye? Should I put them in a whiskey barrel?
And it was all with salt for preservation, right? And so he tried different salts, different things, and he brined them and found one of those results.
Well, but also he did ribbed for the chili's pleasure.
Ribbed for his pleasure.
That's the chili because he's always the chili, if you know what I mean.
Well, I found a weird document that said that chili didn't like that one so much. Anyway, the initial success...
Easy there, me too, chili.
...was largely the result of sales to hotels and restaurants rather than the ordinary customers. Sriracha kind of did the same thing a couple centuries later because they went straight for the restaurants, the pho restaurants. And people were like, what is this? I want this. The battle over who invented Tabasco sauce was a contentious one, to say the least, because White's supporters said he could get credit while claiming McIlhenny's brother-in-law were dinner guests at White's plantation, a southern gentleman in, I believe it was Mississippi. And
here's the deal.
He maybe even acquired the seeds with White.
No, I know you come down to me. I know that I'm from Mississippi, but I have to say that I'm from the Carolinas. If you know my history, and all of our accents are like honey, maybe molasses slowing down. Now, when you're in the Avery Islands, like McIlhenny, I don't belittle his people or his creed, but I know he's a thief and he did not know nothing about the white pepper seeds. That is what I do know. No, here's the deal. I'm glad we're all here at the dinner together. I left my home in Avery Island because your creed, your people said, oh, we'll have a fucking big war. Oh, look, where did they get you? Trying to steal my seeds. Yeah. You know I loved you, always have. It's not your time. It's not now. Listen, I'm sorry for my friend. There can be only one. There can be only one. Sorry again. John, this is the time of Two-Sided Pod where we say to everyone, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for sticking with us.
If you don't understand what you're listening to, if you can't believe what you're hearing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are the Two-Sided. John Peacock leads the charge. I merely tag along, and I hope for the best. And I think he's leading us, I would say, to the promised land. John, what else you got for us, buddy?
So, White was saying that his chilies were called Tabasco, but was saying that Tabasco was a commonly used term for peppers across the southern U.S. And northern Mexico. and that he didn't have a claim over it. And that was the whole point. He branded his commercially branded his sauce as Tabasco before White could, and White was pissed. That's the huge thing. He also pointed out that his hot sauce was fermented, where White's was very obviously just boiled and had a hugely different taste to it. People were digging Tabasco, where White's hot sauces were given to friends and family as gifts and not really used.
Like a fruitcake. Nobody likes a fruitcake, John, or a white hot sauce. Oh, because you have the goddamn seeds, Mr. White, or the fucking fruitcake? Nobody needs your fucking gifts. Thank you and good night.
So this was dubbed the Tabasco War in 92 by Amal Naj in the book Peppers, that raised for almost the next century. As Michelini's company Tabasco grew in stature and market share, it even inspired the Boston-based composer George W. Chaswick to write a Tabasco-themed burlesque opera. It came into conflict with other sauce makers who labeled their products Tabasco, and those conflicts wound up in court for a very long time.
What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let's say that again. Like, fuck you. Say that again. Say it one more time. Because there was this Tabasco-based burlesque show. Everything I was going to think about was not even that aggressive. John, a Tabasco-based burlesque show. And then, John, and then it became contentious. Because the Tabasco lords and barons, they came to town, and nobody wanted that. Tabasco, Tabasco, crazy Tabasco, stay pepper boy. Come on now. Easy does it. Can poop in dozens. And no, that's the thing, John. Lucy, loose now, John. What the fuck are you saying? But burlesque. Hold on. Burlesque Tabasco. Burlesque. All right. Hold on. Here we go. John, ready? Oh, you want a little spicy? Yeah. Oh, you want that fermentation too? Ooh. Don't think I don't know what you've been wanting now, 'cause Daddy's got it coming for you. It's a little Tabasco. Come on. Ooh, we pop a balloon. Pop, pop. Look at my titties. Nope, side boob. Don't say titties. You don't say titties. Like, pop, pop. It's Tabasco time. We hot and every time we go now. Pop, pop. Everybody's looking. Pop, pop. Ooh, nobody's looking. Pop, pop. Can't stop even though we know how. Pop, pop. Lights go out. Rowdy applause, John. Holy shit, burlesque Tabasco. I'm in. Fuck you, Sriracha. I'm back to Tabasco now.
And it was a Tabasco-themed burlesque opera. So it was all in. It was all in.
No, I can't outdo the spicy. There's no time, John, for all the other dicey content.
That's right, my boy Pete.
That we all will agree. I am dying. The only thing that can bring me back is Tabasco heals fermentedly.
You were poisoned by the boiled Tabasco, that fraud. And here, the only thing that can save you is the one thing that is called the fermented Tabasco sauce. Go, 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 go.
Drink with me Tabasco in time. Fuck your cow, Sean. Let's do it, baby. Woo!
So you don't get triggered again because I'm going to say the same information.
Here's the deal, buddy. You don't get
We
to
got
say
to move
trigger
past
me.
it.
Never say don't be upset because then that makes me upset. John, have you never been in a relationship with someone who's bipolar? Welcome to the party. Don't say don't be triggered. I'm going to be triggered now. Oops.
So the Tabasco War is a term that's used for basically a century worth of weirdness. I'm changing it up for you. From 1862 to 1950s, baby. As the Michelini Company's Tabasco sauce grew in stature and market share, even the inspired bass composer George W. Chaswick wrote a Tabasco-themed burlesque opera. It also came into conflict with other sauce makers who labeled their product Tabasco sauce, and those conflicts wound up in court for a very long time. Quote, after 5 decades of acrimonious court battles in Galveston, Philadelphia, New York, Washington, and New Orleans, Naj wrote in Peppers, that book, Michelini Company mysteriously emerged in 1948 as the winner in the Louisiana courts after a string of defeats in other parts of the country. The Tabasco pepper then disappeared from public domain and became, in effect, a proprietary item. Only Michelini had the right to call a sauce made from Tabasco peppers a Tabasco sauce. And it being extremely secretive and aged for 12 years or whatever they claim, it is the only Tabasco in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the winner and ultimate champion of the Tabasco Wars is the Michelini, not those guys. Welcome to the Avery Island Tabasco Company. Woo! Sorry, man. I had a sneezing fit because I literally ate a pepper. It was too hot. It made me sneeze, and I didn't hear anything you said. So I was like, the winner and the ultimate goal was like, yeah, I don't know. I got nothing for you, bro.
But it wasn't until 1948. That's probably the one thing. But he, as you know, that is the one Tabasco out there today. But it didn't happen officially in the courts until 90-ish years later, from the 1860s to the into 1948.
Oh, here's the deal. So 48. So we're now this far along. I want to say from 48 because the grandchildren and all the people, like every Thanksgiving, they have their own fucking white sauce. And there's a fuck Tabasco. We have the white sauce. John, one of us needs to fucking marry into that family and be able to bottle that shit and just take it out of Thanksgiving. John, I will share with you if I fuck my way into the white family. John, I hope you will do the same.
I wonder if Louisiana or Crystal are actually those original recipes, and because they don't say Tabasco, they say vinegar pepper sauce, right?
Vinegar pepper sauce. So they don't say they're pepper; they say pepper vinegar. And
that's
my
probably
thing is like, any forward vinegar, man. That's my shit. And you don't have to. Anyone who knows, you don't have to fucking refrigerate anything in vinegar forward.
Right.
That is
like that on the shelf. On
like
the table.
Soy sauce. Yeah, on the table. With your goddamn butter. Oh, see what I did there? People like, that's a big thing. Like, I know people.
I would say salt and pepper, but yeah.
My family, some of my family keeps butter on the table all the time. Like,
you remember those butter trays with the weird little lid?
No. That's what I'm saying. They do continually. So it's like, but you want soft butter, right? Like, yeah, it doesn't ferment. Like, Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
milk product, right? Oh yeah.
Well,
Ooh.
but you take all those enzymes out and you do the thing. That's out of the butter, and you churn it and do the thing. Like that's how. Yeah.
Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. No.
Mm-mm. 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 So you had a great transition, and then you went into that whole horrible thing. Ooh. Uh, the evolution, the having it on your table, the being able to have some heat in your life. The Scoville scale is a system that measures the level of capsaicinogens.
No.
Yep,
Ready,
that's
buddy?
you
Ready?
got it.
Ready? Yeah. No. 100%. You're an idiot. Like that makes me. This one makes my heart hurt. It's called capsaicin. It literally makes my heart.
Capsaicinoids.
Yes, it's the same thing as marijuana. Cannabinoids for marijuana, capsaicinoids
Thank you. That
for
helps
hot
me out.
sauce. It's literally the same thing. You're an animal. You must be put down to save the community. That's what I feel. So
I
tell me
have a hard
about
time with
capsaicinoids.
longer
I
words,
know.
but once I see them
I
and you
have
actually say them out,
right
capsaicinoids,
100
got it.
right 100
Yeah, of course.
100%. Like I have a hard time with long conversations and looking in the eye, but we all make do with what we fucking have, right?
So we'll edit that out, I'm sure. 3,
3, 2,
2.
1. Nailed it.
The Scoville scale is a system that measures the capsaicinoids, which includes the spicy chemicals, not just capsaicin, in a particular substance. It was developed in 1912 by pharmacist Wilbur Scoville. Its unit of measure, Scoville heat units, SHU, if you will, is used when discussing the spiciness of a particular food. Shoes can be
or the
also
amount of
used.
shoes or Scoville units, they call them, but shoes or Scoville units.
Right, Scoville heat units, right, yeah, shoes.
But no, if you're in the fucking biz, John, you don't call them Irish car bombs, you call them car bombs. You don't call them Scoville heat units, you call them Scoville units.
If you have the brazen head in Dublin, you call them blasphemy.
Yeah. If you were Nope. We can't even
shoes can be used for non-food items such as law enforcement grade pepper spray, which can be anywhere between 2 to 5 million SHU. As the taste for heat becomes more commercially viable, farmers and hot sauce producers have started to push the limits to find hotter and hotter sauces. As this will be out of date basically as the segment airs, we're still going to try to give you a little taste of the hottest hot sauces around today.
Right, 100%. But just so you know, when you make this weird presumption that yes, law enforcement has the SKUs, that the Scoville heat units, but the way they disperse the amount, like you couldn't take one of their fucking canisters and like, you know what? Bam! I'm gonna spice up this fucking fettuccine Alfredo. It's an aerosol, so it's not. You definitely can, but you'd have to fucking bag it and shoot it at, because it's meant to aerosol and go directionally, but aerosol.
Right,
bro. If you've ever been in a room where there's been pepper spray, basic pepper spray, oof, ain't no joke.
Even outside of the area.
Ain't no motherfucking joke.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, I know.
That's why I fucking pepper spray myself in the shower every morning, just to get prepared.
Because you ain't no joke.
Right, I ain't no joke. I'm getting clean and I'm getting ready. That's how I roll.
Well, one of the earlier spices used and monopolized by the Dutch East India company
Yeah.
was, so it was
And,
nutmeg, it was cloves, and it was mace. Mace we don't really know as a spice today, but it is
oh
the
yeah.
pepper that is the basic ingredient that they have since synthesized into what we know as mace.
Yeah.
Mace is
That
now
is
much
why.
stronger.
Oh yeah. That makes it much stronger. Yeah. Here's the deal. We have many times when we were in the fjords, we were looking at things about all of the spices and the things that came to us. And they said, oh, look at this mace. And I said, oh, that will be good for police enforcement later. Now look at my fortune. They call me Mace Master Window. I said, oh, Star Wars won't have nothing on that. And now I'm Minnesota.
What country are you in, sir?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's no telling where we're from now. John, here's the deal.
You started
We
the
have
fjords, bro.
we have ways of making you talk from the fjords all the way back to Dutch, Pennsylvania, up into Wisconsin. John, we got ways. John, here's the deal. In Wisconsin, we got ways of making you talk all the way up about them. Now we're in Boston. John, listen to us. Where
Wicked
in
smart.
the world is Carmen Sandiego? Listen to me on my voyage of stupidity, of scientific voices. Here we go. Look at me now. I'm in fucking New York. Hey, everybody loves a New York guy, except this fucking mook over here. Hey, what the fuck you doing? Ding, 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 ding. When you hear the bells, turn the page and the voice will change. Ding, ding, ding. Well, I don't know about nothing about y'all, but I think Texas barbecue fucking tits up way better than Georgia. Fuck your couch, Georgia. Y'all can suck it. Bing. Boom. Oh man, I was eating some steak tartare on the beach in Malibu, and you guys came in here with accent things and like cameras. You're fucking harshing my mellow, bro. Real fucking aesthetic. Coast to coast, stupid all day, every day. Woo!
So let me explain. The people from the Netherlands who had this little thing called the
Never
Dutch.
mind. The Dutch trading, yeah.
Yeah. One of their major spices was mace, and that is the original ingredient of what we now even call it. It's like the Xerox, right? It has gone far beyond mace.
Right, it's Kleenex. It's the standard.
Coke.
It's not tissue. It's Kleenex. It's Coke. Right. Oh, I don't know where you're from. Midwest, motherfucker. It's pop to me.
It's not a copied paper. It's a Xerox.
Right. Hey, give me a Kleenex. Like I know you don't buy brand name, but give me a Kleenex. And you give me your Stater Brothers brand bullshit from Arizona. Whatever. You did Kroger's from New York. Whatever. I asked for Kleenex and you gave me a tissue to wipe whatever I may need to for my nose.
Or other areas.
He asks knowingly.
So to point that out, some spices, spicy peppers have been used for good. Some have been used for evil.
That is how I roll, John. No, that is how I, like they said, I remember vividly in 8th grade, I got called to the principal's office. He said, kiwis are in bunches. You have one bad kiwi, they can ruin the whole bunch. I don't want you to be a bad kiwi. And I realized at that point, it was like, fuck fruit. Processed food is the way to go and be hilarious.
It's really crazy because my principal told me that some people like to go to the left ear from the left, and John likes to go from the right behind the head and into the left ear. And I said, I hate directions now.
Dude, I heard so my favorite is my new favorite podcast is High and Mighty. And he was talking about, like, you were talking about music and different things, and like, oh, Green Day, this. He's like, I fucking like, I know it's a big thing. It's like, I don't like Green Day. I hate Green Day. And then he just start talking. He's like, I was kind of awkward, and the thing, I was at a party, and one of the cool moms who was like at the skate party, she's like, you know, that Green Day band's kind of cool. Maybe you should look them up. And like, when he's hanging out with a mom at the party, she's like, look at Green. He's like, fuck Green Day. So when he was like, fuck Green Day, fuck that, fuck you. And so this is like, nah, man, nah, Green Day's bullshit. I understand that it's like someone tells you, like, hey, you're doing bad in life.
Yeah.
Try this. Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have enough of these? Because honestly, I'll burn your block down to the ground before I take your advice from my sad stance. Fuck you.
He was talking to my mom at the time. I was like, oh, you don't want me to take multiple approaches to solve a problem? Well, screw you. And I won. Anyway, we're going to talk about some hot sauces that neither of us have much connection to, and then we'll talk about our own hot sauces and we'll get out of here.
Right, no, 100%. We're going to say, and that is how Saw took place. It's like, and I won.
Do you want to play a game?
Yeah. Easy there. John got a tricycle and a fucking mask, and that's what he got for graduation. Weird.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, shit. And I got the contact information for the Princess Bride star. As you wish. Ride his tricycle.
Mad Dog 357, number 9 platinum.
No, thank you very much. It doesn't have good flavor. It's rough. It hits you hard, but it does not have good flavor. If you're gonna hurt my feelings, bring me the flavor palette. No, thank you very much.
I'm starting at what claims to be the top and going down, just so you know, because that every bottle comes with a warning of only put this on sparingly and do not touch it in any way. Do not drink it on your own.
Right. None shall pass. What is your favorite color? None is my favorite color. I like clear. Fuck your couch. No, it's very, but it's the same thing. Like, I know, okay, you're going to go through and I'm going to stop you. Like, hear me out. It's flavor, man. Like, I'm down for heat. 357, bullshit. You're going to go to the bomb next.
I'm not, because I felt 357 was kind of the underrated one that does that. Da Bomb, we know about Da Bomb. If people want to know about Da Bomb, they can, but I'm not going to talk about it. So the next one is
rough.
The Source Hot Sauce. This is from Lower Egypt. Okay. And this one is the first one to boast a big one. The Mad Dog doesn't even talk about its Scoville. This one boasts a 7.1 million Scoville rating.
And see, the thing is, you're putting, it's the extra. So in those, when you're hitting that level, you have all your peppers, your whatever you're doing, and then you're taking liquid capsaicin. And you're putting that into the pepper, into the mixture you're doing. So, because you can't get higher, like peppers, like Scorpion Ghost, there's like, it's a certain level of Scoville, right? You could eat a raw pepper and it's rough, it's awful, but it's not as bad as a sauce because they add capsaicin, which opens your taste buds, which makes you more susceptible to the heat index that's coming into your palate, which is bullshit. And that is what 357, that is what the bomb, a lot of these things that do. They'll put, if you look at the ingredients, it's great, but anything that has capsaicin, raw capsaicin, it's like, yeah, you're just fucking with me now. Like, I'm with it, but if it doesn't have a good flavor, it's like unique garlic has capsaicin. Great, but it has a great flavor. It's like it's raw roast garlic.
The only one I pulled out. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. As far as the really, really hot ones, this one, fantastic. You threw a lot out there. I was going to throw this earlier, but like you said it. So like, you know, unique garlic is like one of my newfound favorite. Super hot because it shows the garlic.
Super hot.
It shows so many other things. I love it. Like I'm drawn to it.
It's great, but it's not your go-to day to day. Like, you're not going to pour it on. You're like, oh, I'm going to soup or stew. I'm going to dabble.
Yeah.
And I put this, like, I have a teaspoon of this into a stew, or I have a sandwich or I have a thing. I'm going to dab, like little.
For me, it's I'll do some chicken nuggets, and so I can throw different hot sauces on them. And you know, some of the hot sauces I smother. This I put a dab.
Right.
That's good. It's, you know, smear it out so it, you know, get a little bit more. But yeah, and that is perfect for me. And it tastes really good. And that's like, you know, I didn't know what to do with this last little bit, but that's really what it is. It's does it taste good, or is it just there to hurt you? And some of them are just there to hurt you. Like the next one is the end hot sauce.
It's truly like every goddamn relationship I've had. Does it taste good, or is it there to hurt you, John? And I feel like they both.
Where's the mix?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stick with hot sauce because I keep on failing on these other bullshits. So thank you very much.
So the end is a bit of a gimmick as well because it registers as 6 million Scoville, and you can get a shirt saying "I survived the end" with the purchase of the bottle.
See, that's great marketing. Great marketing. Like, oh, you buy this and you get this. Like, super great. But at the same time, like, you have to do things. I feel to get a shirt, you have to do it in public. You have to do it in front of a staff member. If there's no one else there, like someone who's working has to see you do it. For a shirt. For me, as a picture on the wall, someone has to see it.
Right.
If you're like, oh, I can send away for this, like, it's a goddamn stool sample. You don't know whose shit that is. Doesn't matter. Someone can wear that anytime. No matter.
So LD50 boasts 3 million Scoville. And out in Australia, Dingo Sauce Widowmaker has the lovely Carolina Reaper, along with 7-Pot, Magura Scorpion, Trinidad Scorpion, and more.
Magora is a rough one.
Yeah, I could do Trinidad more than
rough. Yeah, no, Trinidad is like I can deal with Trinidad, but oof, that's like again, you're like now pouring. I've not had that one, but hearing the peppers, like, give me a flavor, because right there it's like hot on hot on hot on hot, cool. But what is the flavor? Are you roasting something? Is it garlic? Is it a pepper? Is it something you have like, oh, that's delicious. Fuck, I need to make a will. You need to have that emotional response. Like, this is delicious at some point. If you don't, like, what are you doing with your life? What are you fucking doing?
And that's interesting because the Woodstock that I was telling you about, my favorite pepper of theirs or hot sauce of theirs is straight up Scorpion. It's only the Trinidad Scorpion, and it has other things, but it is there to enhance the flavor of the Scorpion. And it's my favorite Scorpion. Yeah, no, in the best way, because Scorpion is like, boom, it gets you right away. But this one has a flavor that is, and it's the celebration of the hot sauce, right? I'm one who, yes, I want the flavor to be there, but if the flavor of the hot sauce actually comes through without the overwhelm, then that's what I want. I want a ghost pepper that tells me what a ghost
But
pepper is.
you just see not the flavor of the hot sauce, because that could be flavor of the hot pepper. Like
That's what I mean, the hot pepper. Sorry, the celebration of the hot pepper.
Right, and also you're gonna hear yourself as like celebration. Celebrate hot pepper. Come on, John. It's a celebration. You know what I mean?
So the last one is the Apollo. We both know it well. It premiered on the Hot Ones.
Last Dab Apollo
with Sean Evans. It's a combination of the Carolina Reaper and Pepper X, and has yet to be Scoville rated.
But that one I have that, and it's a good sauce. It has good flavor. It's fucking hot shit, but it's good. It has something.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna you're not gonna put it on a nugget. Like, I don't want a nugget, but like, let me put it to a fucking crock pot of thing.
Yeah.
Let me do a thing. I'm like, now I have this kind of flavor and heat to a thing. If you're doing like one-offs, like a hot wing, a nugget, like, fuck your couch, man.
Yeah.
Learn your lesson. But thank you. It ain't worth it. Like, it's good, but it ain't worth it.
And they have 3 different versions of it at Heatonist, and we're both lovers of it, and we've been talking a lot of other hot sauces. So as we end this segment and get out of here, let's give a quick shout out to Heatonist.
It's a celebration. Heatonist, come on. It's not heathenist, because we don't do naked shit now.
Not anymore after the court injunction. So the sources for this episode of Two Sided have been, first segment, Roadside America, burpeehomegardenbrand.com, CNN, Time. It was a weird one, but they gave a lot of good information about the Sriracha. Anyway, Time Magazine, CBS News, TheVerge.com, the CBC from Canada, ABC News, and Business Insider. Second segment, pepperscale.com, spicyexchange.com, restaurantstore.com, My Recipe Magazine, Parade Magazine, Delish.com, and heatsupply.nl out of the Netherlands.
Can't fuck with those Netherlands people. I'm letting you know. So I didn't break it down to segments, but what I can tell you is my references for this episode has been, once again, thank you, Sailor Jerry. You brought all the fucking analysts to the party. I would like to say burpees. When you sit up, stand down, jump up, and until you puke, because I don't know about your website, and you said burpees, and I'm like, that's very off-putting. So that came to mind. Also, Neanderthals, because you know what? You guys are why we're here. Thanks for coming to the party. Not Netherlands, was a little before.
Let's hit these messages and get out of here.
Good. That is generally why I do. Maybe being like English and everything, you realise that. Okay, I came in and I hear you say "fuck Green," and I was like, "Better not be saying Green Day." And it was Green Day. No! And it was funny because not sounding funny.
Right.
Further, because I'm actually a massive Green Day Packers fan. And it's mad because when I was younger, I would actually defend Green Day. Yeah, and I would hate Green Day. But things changed.
Bro, I'm 100%. Like, fuck, what is the song? I learned their acoustic on guitar. I learned that one. Goddamn. Anytime I pick up a guitar now and think about it, I always go to Wonderwall, and that's the worst fucking. Fuck you, Wonderwall.
Hey, shout out to the listeners, Foxy, Julie Prunes, Ein Fox,
See,
my boy Pete.
Yeah.
Like Esquire, how are you, sir? Super hot. Super hot.
All right, here's the deal, John. Can we use the funding we are acquiring to hire Julie Prunes to be our social media, to get Dub to do our fucking engineering? I want to sound better. I want to be better. I want to look better. I want to feel better, John. I don't feel like you're bringing any of those fucking solutions to the table. And what I need from you is sponsorship in ways, shapes, and forms for our Patreon. Folks, if you're just tuning in now, we are the Two-Sided Pod here every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Mountain Central. Don't be afraid to yell out when you hear your fucking time zone, folks. We are also on Patreon. And if you could open your hearts and open your checkbooks, we too can buy John a computer. We too can move forward with their ideas of hiring Julie for goddamn wins. No, we're not hiring for that. John, she has a good job. Don't say those things. You're making me look bad, bro. Come on. Also,
but there's a lot of sobriety going on here.
Right? Duh. Thank you so much. Here's the deal. If you're just tuning in, you should hit that link above you and see how sober we are in person. Because we are the Two-Sided, and we have been not keeping up with our fucking court-mandated orders. But what we're going to do now, because, God damn it. Hey, some people.
Did you just have a shot?
You know what? Maybe you. Are you my fucking mother, John? Here's the deal. You gotta hate on me like that?
I don't mean have a shot, like was holding a shot. Weren't you just holding a shot?
Have another shot. Have no two shots, Stephen. Though we don't drink too much. John, come on. These shots now. Come on, we're gonna break a glass. Don't break a glass. Like, honestly, my fucking landlord would be super pissed. But I don't have one, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Vermilion in the building. What's up to the Two-Sided Pod? My boy Pete and John L. Peacock. What's going on, Foxes, Julie Prunes, whoever I missed, I see you down there. It's your boy Vermilion in the building. What are we enraged about today?
4 million. Day late, dollar short. Here's the deal. We're wrapping shit up. We're going to be in the green room. We're going to give you all the fucking lowdowns that you can possibly want. We are the Two-Sided every Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Mountain. You can email us at twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. You can follow us on the Instagrams, Twitters. You can hit us up on Spotify, Apple Pod, Amazon Music. All of our handles are Two-Sided Pod, all one word. That's Two-Sided Pod, TWO Sided Pod, all one word. Ain't no such thing as half for criminals, folks, and that's what we bring to the table. John?
My boy Pete, before we end this episode, is there anything you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
Oh, 100%, because I didn't finish my thought process. So it's like, I shut 1 million down. I was like, Bro, but we're about to go to the green room. The green room can be in this room. Everyone who's here can stay right here in this room. John's going to go out, save the messages. It's a very technical thing. I don't think you would understand it. He had to go to school for 5 years. It was actually supposed to be 4, but he's super stupid, so it took another one. Anyway, engineering school 101. He's going to save it off. We're going to be here. And at any point, we can talk about anything. So what am I taking back from this conversation, John? What am I thinking about retracting? I'm thinking about not being verbose enough, John. I'm thinking about being demure. I'm thinking about how I held back, how I did not do my fucking goddamn due diligence. I was a halfway criminal. That's what I'd like to think.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show live on stereo every Tuesday at our usual time. So if you want to join us or you want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO, sidedpod@gmail.com. And for those listening live on the stereo app, stick around in this room for a continued chat in the green room right now for our after show wind down.
Yeah.
That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm my boy Pete, the star of the show, coming to the party live and in effect from Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle Two-Sided Pod, TWO Sided Pod, all one word, and the Stereo app. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun, here on Two-Sided. This was a good one. I love you, Pete.
Yeah, I love you, man. Good luck to you. I expect the worst, but I hope the best on you. He comes in with this. Fucking comes in with this. Nope. Nobody needs that in our